Hello, I am Richard Brown, and I am the Director of Tech, Career Pathways, and Apprenticeships at Knox Street Studios. And this is TechBridge. It's a space where we work on increasing our technical know-how and productivity. So today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on information acquisition. And we're going to do that by setting up a Google alert. The Google alert is going to allow for the information to come to us. As we've gone through in the past, you can do a Google search in order to, at the moment, try to find information. But you also can set up information to come to you. So we're going to break it down the way that we have in the past. We're going to have the focus, which we just talked about a little bit. We're going to drill down to the specifics of it, and that's going to be the Google alert. And then we're going to have an action item. Set up your own Google alert. All right, let's go. Okay, we're back. I want to thank you for, wait a minute. Slide over, slide over, slide over. Okay, we're back. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Google alert to have information get pushed to us as opposed to actively searching it. So what I would recommend is I would set up Google alerts. The first one or two I would set up just to see how it works. And then after then I would set it up for those things that you want to get almost like a daily or a weekly digest on. And so that's going to take some time to understand kind of what's out there, what the information's out there, and then how it's going to come to you. So let's jump right in. So let's go to the Google search, type in Google alert. And then the first, there is some information about it on the far right from Wikipedia. Explains what it does. And in particular, it says the service sends emails to the user that when it finds new results. Okay, so it's I call it this is being pushed to you as opposed to you actively going out and pulling it, if that makes sense. So let's click on the first link, which is google.com alerts, and you could also just go up to the address bar and type that in, google.com/alerts, and you'll come to this page. And what it'll give you is another little search bar, and then it'll give you alerts. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an alert, and this is just an example. And so let's say tiny houses. And so when you click, when you type that, then right below it, you'll see create alert. It'll give you some previews. And so then you know if you need to change up the search criteria in order to get more. You could put it in quotes. There are multiple different things that you can do to kind of play with the search results. Especially to figure out how Google does its search based on what you're interested in getting. So let's say that I want to create an alert. But before I do that, let's hit show options. And then under show options, you got about 4 or 5 that you may want to think about how often you want this information. First one is how often. It can be almost every day. It can be once a day. It could be once a week, or it could be as it happens. So then you can set the sources, right? You can filter by blogs, news, web, video, books, discussion, or finance. I think there's some other stuff too, but those are Those are the ones that, or automatic. So again, so you could just be searching through blogs. You could just be searching through the local news if that's the thing that you're interested in. You can set the language, you can set the region, and some of those are by countries, United States, Spain, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then you can also set how many results you're going to get. You could set it for the best, or you could set any and all. And then finally, you can set it who you're sending it to. You can send it to a RSS feed. So for example, you could set this up and have this as part of your website, or you could set it to your personal or your business email account. All right, so so after you set it, you can then delete it or change it, of course, by clicking on the little arrow. You delete it by clicking on the trash, and then you can edit it by clicking on the little pencil that's right beside the alert. All right, and then let's try one more. UNC basketball. All right. So when you create that, again, you see the alert preview. It shows you a couple of things that's happening with UNC basketball. All right. So now today we talked about the focus, which was acquiring information. We drilled down to the subject matter of today, Google Alerts, and now the action. The action, what I would like for you to do, and number one is to create your own Google Alert. Play around with it, and then comment, let me know. Number two, if you could create a Google Alert for Knox Street, the stuff that we got going on, that'd be great. So that's an action item that you all can do. All right. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next one.